Hi, hello. Welcome to Rail Sneham. And today, especially, we are going to discuss about the book review about the novel On a Night Like This by Lindsey Klek. This is my first YouTube book review. I think you people are going to support me and share me your feedback, how everything is like going, or where should I improve on it. I have done a couple of book review in the local library, but this is going to be the first time I'm just doing it on the YouTube. So I'm just like following my own pattern, like how I just do the book review. So on a Night Like This is the novel I just took like 2 weeks before, and yes, it was like quite interesting. And let us discuss about it. So the content what I'm going to discuss is about the characters, the language, the storyline, the content clarity, and the characters usage. My favorite lines and my review, my personal review. So before starting it, every night can be remembered, but there are few nights it could become a memory. Yes, so almost like most of us could remember this line because everyone has a memory. Most of the nights could be like remember, but there are few nights could become a memory to most of us. When I'm just taking the line and putting it into the same book, yes, it rightly apps because the Francisca is the character, the reality character. She goes through some sort of fine routine, and all of a sudden she lost a job and she's like looking for it, and then she sacrificed the job. Like everything, it could be like connected to the reality of one person who is like next to you, or you. It could be your friend or some of. While I'm just like reading, I just felt that. Most of the things it was like related to me. Every time she'll be like quitting job because of her fiance. No offense to my husband still. So it was like you could relate it very well to the reality or to oneself or to any of your friends. So she'll be like carrying her the dream of like it's not the dream, like yes, she wanted to earn by herself, she wanted to be independent, but then she wanted to satisfy her fiancé, all such things, but then she know that fiancé was not good and like true enough. So these were the content, and then one particular night she faced everything, every like one night could be the good or the bad, but then you could see the consequence of it. That particular night changed everything to her. She became more challenging. She doesn't know what is the way out. She doesn't know. It was a very big question mark. Most of us could have related even to this particular thought. Yes, and and finally, like she tries to understand like what is like happening, and then the story ends here. But while traveling through the character, you can always find that the characters was very less. It was the very minimal characters that was like used, and the usage of the characters was like very relatable. It was not like since I'm like introducing this character, I have to just go and talk about it, or I have to just go run behind that character. No such things was like happening. It was the right usage of the character and very less usage of the character, and it was like very clear sticking to the storyline. Sometimes they just take around to Chicago, to California, to come to the Kansas. So no such draggings here. It was like straight to the point, and it was like very clear. Where it is like traveling, where you are like moving on with the narration. It was that very clear, and the content was very clear too. Speaking about the storyline, yes, it was very clear from the beginning. What is that story the novel is going to talk about, and what is the storyline about, what is a character pointed out to Francisco or to any other characters that has been like depicted. So there is no twist in the characters to say that oh, sudden villain is there or sudden comedian is there. No such things. Storyline was very clear, and the character line was very clear. And when I say it is like sticking to the reality, yes, because she is like jobless and hunting for the job, and she quits the job every now and then. It's because of the loved ones, but then she's like okay with it, but then she regrets for it. uh, the next thing is that her shopping attitude and the love for food. Yes, most of the times it happens. Whatever it is like happening, please give me my food, give me my plate. That will be the common topic. So it is like relating to that. And as you read the story, you can always put on a smile on your face, and you can sometimes then and there you can your face gets dull, and you can notice it too. And the others are one thing that I want to talk about is that crystal ball. Wherever from now on, wherever I'm just going to talk here about the crystal ball, I'll be like remembering about on a night like this, and about the Francisca, the because sometimes I just felt that I was just behind the Francisca, roaming with her, seeing her reaction on the crystal ball. It was that narrative. I liked it. Actually, I liked the way she was like narrated during the crystal ball moment. Um, yes, and now let me talk about my favorite lines in the book. There are like five, six, but then like let me try to cut it very short. Um, what if I get caught? And what if you don't? Many times like we could have used it, and many times like one particular friend of yours, or your very near or dear ones, any person could be like asking you like try something, and what if this goes wrong, and then you'll be there saying no, what if it doesn't, right? So that is one of my favorite line, because we use this line very frequently, but then sometimes we do forget about it. There is someone like knocking it and saying that come on, you try this. And second is that as indecent proposals went, it was incredibly decent. Wow, right? That was the apt line that was like going, what is what, when you just if you happen to read the novel. And the next is, they say men fall in love through their eyes and women through their ears, and all right-minded people could be seduced through their stomach. Yes, food is so much important. Love for the food, and you can ask the foodie whatever happens, even the sky falls down, we want food. um, when I'm just talking about the Francisca, and sometimes like when some serious issues like happening, and when one person knocks you down by saying this, murder is very messy, but I don't want to ruin this dress. Yes, the girl's attitude. And when you're just like 40s or 40 plus or 30, yeah, when things are like getting complicated, you say this: as we get older, the puzzles get complicated, and it has more puzzles pieces, I'm sorry. As we get older, the puzzles get complicated, and it has more pieces. At uh, so this is my favorite line of this novel. So finally, it is so expressive, carrying my thought, as in the arch, or in the crystal ball, or I could say in the coffee shop, or near the Christmas tree. Yes, and I it made me to smile, but no tears, of course. And if you are expecting this book as a romantic book, uh, don't expect that it is full of romance, or it is like into romance. No, it is the base of romance, which you can smile while reading. That To that point, I can assure you. And it is like very interesting. You can just carry it, and then you can just like, if you're just like putting uh, a day or two, you could finish it off, because it will not divert you. It is not dragging, it is not boring, it keeps you so engaged. Uh, but then when you are like expecting too much of twist, and it's not that kind. So I can review this book with 3.5 stars out of 5. um, Thank you for watching, and keep supporting. This is my first review, as I said earlier. So share me your feedback, where I have committed the mistake or where should I improve on it, and let's catch up in the next book review very soon. Thank you and happy reading, and keep love reading the books. Thank you.